Welcome back to Tintin in Tibet. Go ahead, Joe.
Over the short end, preserve ashes for great llamas. A. Who beside you if you pass on the right, pass on the left.
Woe betide you. That's
Whoa,
right.
sorry.
Yeah.
These fucking fools!
I know. Anyway, okay, sure. This is inspired from a specific scene in the book where there's this monument called Chorten, and apparently there's this superstition that if you pass to the left of this thing, gods will get angry. The gods will get angry and kill you. And they took that as an excuse to make it so that you have to go down this mountain and make sure you pass to the right. It's actually the captain who gets into a situation like this in the book, but they decided to have Tintin do it for the sake of having a level, I guess.
Okay.
Well, we could have made playable between levels playable being between Tintin and the captain. I mean,
the captain is actually playable in one level, but not this one.
Yeah, we just need to control the same, and
guess what? I passed on the left, and as a result, I'm fucked. Oh, never mind. Fortunately, the game got... There you go. Apparently, the gods getting angry, as the book calls it, is just falling over a precipice.
Yeah, the gods pushed you off.
Alright.
Yeah, already told.
Let's try...
angered the gods.
Let's try this again. This is actually one of those, this is actually one of the few levels where the time limit doesn't really matter because you're already going fast anyway. So you should you will never run out of time in this particular level because you're forced to go fast anyway, so.
You know what to say, dweebs. Tintin is going max speed.
Yeah. At least, oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Gotta speed up.
Pretty much.
There we go.
Wait, how come I have an American accent if I'm Belgian?
Because the same reason why you're supposedly a journalist and yet you resolve
it's okay.
everyone.
It's okay. It's okay. Just remember, the Spielberg movie went for British accents instead of French accents, so I guess it fits somehow.
But he's still Belgian. I mean, he didn't hear.
It's not about track logic. A lot of times.
Didn't David Suchet just use a British accent for when he was doing Poirot?
Well, okay. See, the thing is, Dibs, because it's kind of hard to get Belgian or French voice actors to do things in English. Usually, just go with British actors because, well, it's the European English, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, man.
And now I guess ice physics.
No, actually, surprisingly, no. There are no ice physics in this game.
This game doesn't need ice physics.
Yeah. Okay. This level is where the music starts to rear off its ugly face.
Ugly sound.
It doesn't sound that bad now, but trust me, it's gonna get worse as the level progresses.
Of course. So you need to breed these balls.
No. Snow! Yeah.
Things have to get worse before they get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Run.
I'm honestly convinced the two people who come, and believe it or not, this game has two composers. Hold on, it's now. It's over. It's after this quiet part, if I remember correctly. Notice how the game doesn't make it any clearer what can you step on and what you can't. There's no foreground or background, so it's really hard to know where you can step on. Hold on, Dibs.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's now. Anyone with now, yeah.
Any second.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Okay, now.
It's the opening of Goosebumps.
And Webs, this game actually had two composers, because one composer can make a soundtrack this bad alone. It takes two with concentrated effort.
It's like a joke. How many composers does it take to make this soundtrack?
I wonder if this is the same composer who did the really crap score for the NES Rocky and Bullwinkle game.
Well, was that made by Infogrames?
THQ.
In that case, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know, original THQ, not Nordic.
Yeah.
And trust me, believe it or not, that's not even the worst. Wait till the level after this.
Alright.
Because I get, for some reason, the composers decided to literally assault our ears with their scary. Go ahead, Tail.
Oh, it's me saying, oh.
It's Tarkay.
We saw the rabbit words.
Wreck.
Wreck.
And now password.
Eating my cereal.
H2, H1.
219 actually. And we found the plane. So let's investigate, shall we? And now a remix of the previous tune. Getting lazy, composers.
Yeah. Don't you see, this soundtrack is so memorable.
Ah, piece of metal over the plane! Ooh.
You know, when the Max Man video game storms start to happen and debris actually, a rope's always useful.
Thank you, Captain Useless.
So that's why I will stand here doing nothing and chugging down whiskey because potatoes.
Because potatoes.
But anyway, yeah, when in the Max Man video game a storm started happening and debris and shit start for being thrown at you, there's actually a reason. This one is really bullshit just for the sake of game design.
Also, that thing that moves also hurts me, but despite
it was
going
like
slow, it goes.
Propeller.
Yeah.
Don't go far without your ice axe.
Alright, from this point on up until the end of the game, we will always have this ice axe with us. And we can use it to climb slippery walls.
Right.
Oh god. Let's just say, guys, there's a particular difference in the music. Yeah, that.
What the?
Yeah, for some reason, while we're in the plane, the composers decided to assault our ears with this.
That's the obstacle. That's the next obstacle in the game. Trying to get over the music.
I really don't understand what the fuck was the thought process behind the people who composed for this game.
Was there even one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear Snowy?
Actually, that's the captain.
Can you Snowy? What's going on?
So yeah, Snowy's calling us, so let's try to see if we can find Snowy.
Sega Genesis Mega Drive muffled bark.
Well, it's the best we can do. Sorry.
Jesus.
There you go, that's what the ice axe was for. And we also got the rope.
Yeah, Strider does the mechanic much better.
Well, trust me, Teo, no one will disagree with you on that.
It's sad because the presentation it's so appealing, but everything else just falls flat.
Everything else makes you want to cry.
Yeah. And the ropes just instantaneously drops like it's liquid.
Yeah, the rope mechanic from Uncharted 4 is better.
Of course it is.
Oh, that's like a grappling. That's like your standard video game grappling hook that works always, like in Just Cause 3.
I wonder how well the grappling hook's gonna work in Forces.
It looks like it's very scripted. Yeah, the people. Yeah, the people who played it. The people who played it have told us that it's mostly scripted. Yeah. Well, like, most of the game is scripted from the people who have from SSMB who played it. They always the game is full of automation. It's the most automated of the Boost games, and that's sad. But that's the topic for another day. Oh god! Stop assaulting my ears, composers! Jesus.
Whoa.
Hey, what are you doing? Turning down the audio?
No, I'm saving a state just in case.
Saving the state.
Don't you see, Dweebs? You need to wait. We're in Tibet. You need to experience tranquility.
What are you doing here,
But
Snowy?
you can't do that through safe stating.
So yeah, Snowy wanted us to check this out. Let's see what's in here. Oh, a cave.
The entrance to a cave. Maybe Chang sheltered there.
And then Tintin get eaten by a wolf, ran a wolf.
How many times have you been told not to wolf down your
Fucking
road?
Snowy destroyed the bridge.
He's an innocent guy.
Rock that fell from the ceiling for some
and I
reason.
think actually that's ice physics.
No, actually no.
That
It looks like
goop,
it looks like it, but surprisingly no, it's not.
Huh. It kind of reminds me of the G Tribe cave in Final Fantasy VII, where the walls are covering the green goop thing.
Oh goody, one more life that will soon be lost.
Well, or maybe not, considering they called.
Here we got the cheat on you.
Also bats, or maybe just a single bat.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. We're in Naples, so this must be the final level of Batman Dark Tomorrow, where you go finding Russell Gould here.
I guess. Ah, rock!
Run away! Run away!
That's the main. That's the main rule of playing this game. If you see something move, run.
So, question: if I recall correctly, these two and the Ubisoft game tied into the movie were the only ones made about Tintin, right?
No. Infogrames actually also made a third game on the PS1. I haven't played.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played that one yet though. I plan on doing
Alright.
it. Probably. Yeah, I'll probably get around to it soon. Might as well.
Mm-hmm. No, because I was thinking, would a traditional Telltale Games type of developed video game work for this type of story?
No, sadly, no. I would love a Telltale Tintin game. But
No, that's what I'm asking. Do you think it would work?
I think it could work. I mean,
The problem is with the movie not performing that much and Tintin's popularity in the States and I guess even England to some extent not being that great, I guess no one.
yeah, the
really
best,
cares at this point.
the best bet will be, I guess, maybe when Peter Jackson finally comes
Do
out
we
with
even know about recent news about the movie?
We haven't had any news. Apparently, the last time I heard that Peter Jackson was supposed to finish the Hobbit trilogy before he finally got to directing the Prisoners of the Sun movie.
Well, he already did by a mile at this point.
Let me check news real quick. Why not?
Sure. Might as well. We're just strolling through the cave.
And it's on topic, so.
Yeah. Well,
Cave's coming. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with save scumming in a bullshit
No,
game.
you just need to live with the consequence.
I can't.
No consequences. If the game isn't going to be fair, then neither am I.
Oh, there you are. Oh, thank you, Snowy. That hopefully killed us.
Actually, that was for the sake of us jumping on it. Go ahead.
Chang was here.
He carved his name on a rock.
Fucking Chang having to disrupt the natural environment.
Look at this rock. It's proof.
No.
Careful, Tintin, it might hurt you.
That Chang survived the accident.
I guess, yeah. That's you too. It's Tarky.
Oh, hey, Chang's alive. Oh, he got. Oh, forgot. Yeah, it's coming. No, we never find him.
And now next is the captain. Now it's the captain. That too?
Oh, sorry. It's common sense, old lad. We should turn back.
And now it's Tintin again.
Yeah, hang on. You're right. Tomorrow we'll...
No, not tomorrow.
Get off
Now,
back.
Tintin, get the fucking message.
There's I cannot find any news on Google News.
And the following morning, Tintin is scalded, popping, whatever. Come on, Tintin, are you cocking or what? God damn it.
Stop! Wait, Captain. I can see something on that rock face.
I'm sorry, Tintin, I cannot focus because the music is so fucking distracting. This is literally
You see that yellow scarf caught on a rock.
This is the completely going. Okay, here's my song on the keyboard. Like,
Genius.
Honestly, the volume is so low on my video that all the talking is drowning this shit out, so it doesn't matter.
Let's go!
As long as you guys keep talking,
go ahead, too, Tarky.
No, Shahib. No, don't Shahib. Me no go now. Be sure Chang is dead.
But what about the scarf, Turkey?
That can mean a million different things, Tintin.
No proof, Shahib.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with Tarky on this one.
And you, Cap... damn music.
It's
And
here,
you, Captain?
Bonassi. But I'll go with you because why the fuck not?
I hate this level. I hate it. I hate it. Okay.
It's jolly old.
There you go,
classic.
Theo. We can play as the captain in this level. Okay, let me explain how this level works. You're climbing the mountain and you have to get to the scarf. Here's the problem. unless you're either with your ice axe to the wall or standing on a platform like the captain was just now, or as Tintin is about to right now. Tintin, if you would. Thank you. Yeah, if you're in one of those two ways, then the other can swing without the other one falling. However, if you let your rope, you get yourself too much distance without either the other being on with an ice axe or on a platform, you both will die and by falling.
You showed me a bit of this level quite a while back.
Well, hey, still better than. Well, it's still a bit better than Cloud's climbing on the icicle mountain or normal cave mountain, because you then have the stupid squatting, hugging minigame pressing the square button.
Anyway, what you're seeing right now is me showing off the best path to take, because this level, unlike the others, is non-linear. There's not just one straight path to the goal. There's different paths, and there's one that's fucking obnoxiously hard because you have to be pixel perfect precision with your swing. Fortunately, there is an easier path. The problem is that if you try to follow the most logical path that you can take, you will naturally come across the harder path rather than the easier path. For example, here's what you. Okay, here's a pro tip from someone who has been playing this game since the 90s. If you go through here, this is actually a shortcut. Most of the time when we try to go through the snow part of the mountain, you'll just slip. However, this particular one you can go through. Because this is something that I randomly noticed years ago. Hold on.
It sounds like somebody's just pulling one single string on a guitar.
Yeah.
Over and
Kinda.
over again.
And trying to adjust the sound a little bit.
Again, it's like the Goosebumps opening TV series.
I'll give the Johnny Williams score some credit. At the very least, looks like someone actually composed it. Anyway, actually, that's a good point, Teo. The Tintin theme is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess licensing problems.
Oh well.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know.
Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do. Go through here, and now you're supposed to swing to the other side. There you go.
You think if you could get a license to make a Tintin game, you can get the license to the theme song?
The theme song belongs specifically to the cartoon, Shiroi.
So I guess it's tied to the company that did. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I mentioned. I never actually bothered with the company. I think what company actually did the cartoon.
It's I forgot their name, but they have a bear as an icon. They got the license to the comics, not the license to the cartoon. So that's probably what happened. Anyway, the most recent news for the movie too is this: back in last year, in July, Spielberg said that Peter Jackson will still direct the Tintin sequel. Peter was so busy with the
a Tintin forum as unlikely as
He's saying here, and I quote, "Peter was so busy with The Hobbit that it took him away from Tintin, and he's doing another film for my company now. It's a secret, nobody knows about it. Then after that he'll do Tintin." So, Dwebs, would you mind using your film sleuth powers to find out what Peter Jackson is doing right now?
Okay, let me check.
Yeah, in the meantime, the cartoon was produced by two separate companies, Ellipse Programme, French one, and Nelvana, the one you mentioned. Apparently, this company was trying to do in the 80s a Doctor Who cartoon, but had never.
Oh my god, that would be so awesome! The guys who made the Tintin cartoon made such a great Tintin cartoon.
It's surprising because it's not even the first time. Hanna-Barbera also wanted to do a Doctor Who cartoon, but never managed to get the license. So instead, they created Fawn's.
Go ahead.
He's written, not directed, but he's co-wrote a film called Mortal Engines. It's a sci-fi film and it's coming out next December.
Is that a DreamWorks movie? Because Spielberg said he was making a film for his company. So is it a DreamWorks film?
No, it's Universal Media Rights.
Oh, okay. In that case, I guess that's something else. So I'm okay. So I'm guessing after that he'll finally make Prisoners of the Sun I mean, by this point, it's been so many
It's not
years.
even much it's not even much a question of it's not a problem if you just come out and say, oh no, it's cancelled or anything. Just letting people know. It's like we did a full Mighty Number 9 for most of the time of development.
Don't get me wrong.
Lack
If the
of
mo-
communication.
Don't get me wrong, I would be totally fine with the movie not getting made, considering their first was terrible. But
And no one cared. So.
yeah, and that's another point. It's been 6 years. Does anybody even care anymore?
I guess not. Oh, good,
Try
another
telling,
cave.
try telling James Cameron that.
Oh, for Avatar, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do owe it to your audience to let them know if something's still going to be
Thing.
happening.
I
or
mean,
not.
even
You don't
for the
have to
sake
go
of your
into-
company, yeah.
Yeah.
You
the-
don't have to go into any in-depth detail if there's a lot of personal baggage with it, but at least let them know if it's still happening or not.
Well, the thing about the Tintin movie Shiroi by Spielberg is that the critics liked it, but they weren't ecstatic about it or anything. They just kind of, yeah, it's good, I guess. Whereas a lot of fans didn't like it, me included. There are fans who, for my internal bafflement, somehow like it. And in terms of box office, the movie was kind of underwhelming. It did decently, I guess, but especially in Europe.
Did it at
But
least make back any money?
Dwebs, go in and
A
check.
little bit.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
But it's not exactly something. And by this point, is Jamie Bell even interested in returning at this
I
point?
think Jamie Bell. I think Jamie Bell's still having to shake off AMP4 stick.
Okay. Hey, Snowy, how the hell did you get here? Anyway, in the next part, everybody, we finished the game. So.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
So yeah.